Okay, welcome to another episode of Black Atlas Goings On. My name is Kenny, aka Black Atlas, and today we are doing another recipe in the Ninja Foodi. We are going to be doing some breakfast food. We are doing biscuits and sausage gravy. Delicious. So, as normal, we are going to go through the ingredients one by one. Then we are going to go through these directions step by step. So let's go ahead and get to the ingredients. Okay, so first up we have one 12-ounce package of uncooked ground breakfast sausage. Then we have 1 tablespoon of kosher salt, 2 teaspoons of black pepper, 2 tablespoons of butter, quarter cup of all-purpose flour, 3 cups of whole milk. Specifically, it says 3 cups of whole milk. Half cup of shredded cheese, shredded cheddar cheese, and then, last but not least, 1 tube of refrigerated biscuit dough. I am using the Grand's Flaky Layers Butter Tasting Biscuits. Boom! Alright, so that is all of the ingredients right there. So what we are going to do now is we are going to go ahead and get these ingredients moved over to the side and then get the Ninja Foodi up here so we can start these steps one by one. Okay, so we got the Ninja Foodi up here, and step 1 says select sear and saute and set to high, and then select start stop to begin and allow to preheat. Sear saute, temperature is on high, and then hit start stop to begin. So that is going to preheat for about 5 minutes, and then after that we'll be right back with you to get the next step. Okay, so the first step or the next step says after 5 minutes add the sausage, salt, and pepper to the pot, and then cook for 5 minutes or until sausage is brown, making sure you're breaking apart the sausage pieces. So let's go ahead and get that done. Now this is one of those things that help you break apart meat. I don't know if you've ever seen them or if you have one, but you need to get one. Salt. And black pepper. Okay, so the sausage is brown. Now we are down to step 3. It says add the butter and melt completely. Then add the flour and stir to combine and cook for 2 minutes and then whisk in milk, bringing to a simmer and then cook for 5 minutes until thickened. So let's go ahead and break this step down and go ahead and get the butter melted, get the butter in and melted completely. Butter in. Action. Okay, so next we are moving down to the next part of the step. The butter has been melted completely. Let's go ahead and add the flour and stir that to combine. Quarter cup of flour. All right, that is combined. So we're going to cook and stir for about 2 minutes. Then we're going to whisk in the milk and bring it to a simmer. Okay, so it has been about 2 minutes that it's been cooking. Let's give it one last stir. And then let's go ahead and whisk the milk in. And it says bring to a simmer and then cook for 5 minutes or until thickened. So we're going to let it thicken up And then it says, while gravy is cooking, gently separate the biscuits and fill each with cheddar cheese, sandwich style. So we're going to get these biscuits. I'll pull them apart and I'll show you. Okay, so I've been making sure I've been stirring the gravy. It is starting to get thick. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the next step. It says, while the gravy is cooking, gently separate biscuits and fill each with cheddar cheese sandwich style. So I did go ahead and separate them. Hopefully you can see them. And then let's go ahead and just throw some cheese in each of them. Excellent. Okay, so the cheese is in there. Fold them back over sandwich style. Now let's move on to the next step. It says coat the reversible rack with cooking spray, making sure the rack is in the lower position. Place stuffed biscuits on the rack. Once gravy has thickened, lower rack with biscuits into the pot. So the next step says place stuffed biscuits on rack. Here they are. Once gravy has thickened, lower rack with biscuits into pot. And it says make sure it's in the lower position. And close the crisping lid. Select bake roast. Set the temperature to 325. Set the time to 15 minutes. And hit start stop. And then afterwards it says, when cooking is complete, remove the rack and biscuits, transfer biscuits to a plate and top with gravy and serve immediately. So, we will see y'all in about 15 minutes or so for that taste test. Okay, so the timer's about to go off. It is going into cool down, and then it'll beep. And it says, when cooking is complete, remove the rack and transfer the biscuits to a plate, and then top with gravy and serve immediately. Timer just went off. So we're going to go ahead and get these biscuits transferred probably to a piece of aluminum foil. And then I'll put them on plates and then pour the gravy on top. So I'll see you in a second. The biscuits look amazing. Let me go ahead and stir the gravy one more time. Let's get these biscuits off of here and then onto plates. Okay, so here are the biscuits. They're all out. The gravy looks and smells amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and get these on a plate and get that taste test in. Okay, so we have the biscuits and gravy on a plate here. Let's go ahead and get that taste test in. We'll try the gravy, and then we'll try the biscuits and gravy. The gravy by itself with the sausage and everything, oh, that is delicious. It's got a little bit of kick to it from the pepper, but not a lot at all. Just enough to tickle the tongue. But yeah, that sausage gravy is delicious. Nice and creamy and smooth. Let's go ahead and get some of the biscuit. That's delicious as well. The biscuit with the cheese in there, and then the sausage gravy on top of it. And it actually sat right on top of the sausage gravy on the rack, so the bottom of it's also covered in sausage gravy. So all in all, this was a great recipe, and I'll definitely be doing this again. With all that being said, this has been Biscuits and Sausage Gravy in the Ninja Foodi, and my name is Kenny, aka Black Atlas. And make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. Doesn't cost you anything to do any of those, but it helps out the channel immensely. And once again, thank you for watching this video. And until the next one, I'll catch y'all on the flip side.